chapter 40 in our annual cycle of the Tanya study. So now we said that Torah and mitzvahs that one does robotically, they don't get elevated at all, because they can't connect to the godly attributes as the attributes, whatever one of the four spiritual worlds they are in, are real godliness. And something that is done without any kavanah, without any love and fear of Hashem in any level, it remains external. Like the angels, it doesn't connect with godliness unless it has the idea of kavanah. But obviously, if it was done, like we said before, with the opposite purpose of lishma, of doing it for God's sake, which is for selfish reasons, then it totally stays below in this world, doesn't even elevate to the level of the angels. But we have to understand, if Torah and mitzvahs are anyways Hashem's Torah and Hashem's mitzvahs, why don't they get elevated? It's spiritual, it's Hashem's. Even when it comes in this world, it's Hashem's. So the truth is, he tells us something very fundamental, that Hashem fills all the worlds equally. He's here in the same way in all the worlds, the upper and the lower worlds, the spiritual, the physical world, he's here the same. The only difference is how we receive them, and that happens in two ways. In the upper worlds, there's a much higher illumination of godliness than in this world. While in the lowest world, God is almost totally hidden. And even on top of that, in the upper worlds, there's no garments or veils that are hiding God's illumination. While in this world, the little that there is being hidden by the garments and veils, which is what Klippa is all about. This world is obviously the lowest world, so it has the lowest level of both things. So therefore, true, Torah mitzvahs is holy. And therefore, because Torah mitzvahs are holy, there's no garments or veils that hide over them. But because by nature, this world itself and our existence, our physical existence is no illumination, Hashem is totally hidden here. So when we talk words of Torah, our speech that's talking comes from the world of Klippa, where Hashem is totally hidden. So how can the Torah mitzvahs be illuminated through it? Well, it's hidden. Even the Torah mitzvahs we do are hidden because it comes through our words that we use from our mouth. Unless you have kavanah. If you have kavanah, if you have the right thoughts, that illuminates, that breaks through what's naturally hidden in this world. And once it's illuminated, it can elevate itself to the higher worlds, as we said before, to the level of Yetzirah, the formation of Bria, or creation, or Tzaddikim, even Atzilus. Now this, that it's revealed, it's happening today, even though we don't see it, we'll only see when Mashiach will come. Now we'll understand why love and fear are called wings. And when you have kavanah, then it gets elevated, and like it says, like a bird that flies, or banim, it's called children. Because just like a bird is complete without a wing, even according to Jewish law, a bird without a wing is still a complete bird. But yet, it can't fly. It can't get elevated. So too, kavanah is what helps it fly above, to get elevated to the higher worlds above. But the question is, but love and fear of Hashem is a mitzvah as well. So how could it be something different than a mitzvah, the wings, when it's actually a mitzvah? So the answer is that the love and fear we're talking about here, that's necessitated here, and that we're talking about here, is the love and fear that drives us to serve Hashem. Not the love and fear as the ultimate goal of reaching the highest level, ideally, of love and fear of Hashem, which in itself is something great. And when Mashiach will come, we'll have that ava b'tanugim, that great pleasurely love of Hashem. But that's related to reward, then when Mashiach will come. But today, it's about serving Hashem. So it's about the love and the fear that ultimately drives us to serve Hashem. And that's why we say that whoever's thirsty, quench yourself with Torah. The question is, obviously, if you're thirsty for Torah, go learn Torah. If you're thirsty for knowledge, go learn Torah. But he's saying something else. If you're thirsty for connection to Hashem in our world now, go learn Torah, go study Torah. Because the love of Hashem has to bring you to actually do some actions. When you do some actions based on it, then it's the wings that elevate. But if you're expecting just to have love of Hashem, ideally as it is, that's not something that we really have in our times today. This concludes chapter 40. For all other videos on Tanya, check out Chabad of the Town YouTube channel.